From LALATE headquarters in Santa Monica, this is Afternoons LALATE.
It's a big afternoon of Afternoons LA with incredible great news as parts of your fourth stimulus recon have been released. OMG. Hazard pay, lifetime. Earned income tax credit, lifetime. Children's tax credit, lifetime. My goodness, the deliciousness heating up. It's all application-based, and the fourth stimulus check update 2021 starts right now. We'll go over that monthly stimulus check and why the Democrats are likely to give you more months of checks. Then we cut to the recon, and the details are breaking today. Details of the fourth stimulus recon slightly being released, not all of it, just part of it, are deliciousness. Biggest payouts we've ever seen in the history of this channel. So much money across the board, money for items we had not even anticipated. And if you have pounced under third stimulus and gotten upwards of, well, $80,000 a day, as viewers are getting right now, you can as well. You're going to do incredibly well under fourth stimulus. The great details and also a personal message late in this video starts right now as parts of the fourth stimulus are released. And this is a big day on Afternoons LALATE. Hey, good afternoon, everybody. I hope you're having a beautiful day across the coast or whatever coast you're on. We're coasting into fourth stimulus. And we got pages and pages of that recon released. OMG. In this big recording, jump in the live chat and tell me where you're tuned in from and how the weather is. We'll be going over that monthly stimulus check and why the Democrats are likely to give you more months of checks. Then we cut to the recon. Done deal, signed and sealed, and now some of the pages of the recon are actually released. Oh my goodness. Hazard pay? It's just 2020 all over again. Yes, hazard pay permanent. It's incredible great news. Then the child tax credit, permanent. OMG. Lots of other money, lots of money for seniors. It's very convoluted, but we're going to sort through it in this recording. Then we cut to the big money that viewers are getting right now. You can get this big money as well. Upwards of $80,000. It's a beautiful day, and the street is up, the stimulus is up, and so is the serve. This is a big recording of Afternoons LALATE. How are you? Thank you for joining me across the globe, and subscribe. 400,000 subscribers, a YouTube record. I want you part of this family. Hit that subscribe button right now, because we got incredible great news here today. Like the video, 2,000-3,000 likes, and consider becoming a member. This is LALATE, America's only 24-hour a day, 7 days a week financial news channel in America. Live in the morning, taped in the afternoons. Coming up next is Overnights Crypto, and then also Evenings LALATE. So much coming up. It's great news. And let's get to the details. But first, have you signed up for those LALATE alerts? You need to do so. The link is in the video to the subscription. Go to that LALATE alert. You put your name and email address in. You will not miss a single video across the board. And watch that confirmation email. Hit that subscribe button. And then you're ready to rock and roll. And with that, let's cut to those deliciousness of those four stimulus checks. House versus Senate, Senate versus House. Get ready to vote starting right now. Who wants you to have a fourth stimulus check? Virtually every Democrat there is. House Ways Means Committee represent. They're going to be giving you a fourth stimulus check. Then we have the American petition. Millions of Americans have called for it. Among legislators, we have AOC and Omar also calling for a monthly fourth stimulus check, $2,000 a month. We have on the senators, Warren, Wyden, and Sanders calling for a monthly stimulus check. And then, of course, the one that has captivated country has been the House bill. Yes, that would be at least $13,000. House versus Senate. Get ready to vote. That is $1,000 a month after the first month of $2,000. I think you have an opinion. Vote House or Senate. House or Senate, and tell me where you're tuning in from and how the weather is. Who gets this fourth stimulus check? You do. Democrats represent you get a fourth stimulus check if you're a single individual, $75,000 or less. Democrats represent if you're a married couple, you're going to get one as well, $150,000 or less. Double it. Family of four, Democrats represent, you're getting one as well. Quadruple it. And if you're on benefits, SSI, SSDI, Social Security, Railroad benefits, you would get a fourth stimulus stimulus check as well. The first stimulus check is not income, it's not taxable, and the fourth stimulus check is not a waivable check. It's the same amount for everyone, including adult dependents. And finally, if you're at the beach and the check walks up to you and starts waving, it's not a U.S. check, it's the foreign check it's visiting, it's a tourist. And if it kisses you on two cheeks, grazie, it's the Italian check. In the second half of this video, we'll be going over the deliciousness of that recon. Lots of checks for you. Biggest payout we've ever seen in the history of this channel. And now we got some of the details. OMG. In the third part of this video, we'll be going over this incredible breaking news about parts of the recon being released and the call for the MSC. But first, get a pen and paper ready because we get some big money right now. This money is available right now because you need money. And viewers are getting upwards of $30,000, $40,000, $50,000, $80,000. But first, a very rare early message in this video. Personal message from me right now. Comments on this channel have now been turned off by me. And social media accounts, private messagings have also now been turned off as well. This channel was launched for me to help you get money and to answer your questions and help sure you get big sums of money. I need help getting my EIDL, my PPP, my PUA, my EIDL, my UI, my SNAP. I need help getting this money. The comments have now turned into a sea of negativity, false narratives, and people not asking for assistance, people asking to tarnish, people anywhere from Johnny to Mark, myself, brother Joshua. That's not the spirit of this channel. And just like the broadcast news channels, all the major channels have their comments turned off. These comments are now turned off as well. This has become a place where people think that they can push their narrative of fakeness, anger, and oppression upon other people. Not going to happen here. So for a few days, the comments are turned off. I will not be able to answer your questions unless you're in the live chat. And if you're in the live chat, you're a subscriber of several days or a member. And let's get to the deliciousness and understand the importance of how a community needs to act starting right now. Big sums of money are available right now, and those big sums of money are available under third stimulus. So let's go over all the incredible deliciousness of this money. I'm going to first show you this inspiration story. Then I'm going to go over the money. Then I'm going to go over how to get it. And then I'm going to show you where to get the money. And we're going to start with our inspiration story. And I apologize because I was looking for Mark's second update. I can't find it. Mark, if you're watching, send me that update again. I couldn't remember if it was on Facebook or Instagram. Oh, wait, you can't send it to me. Well, it'll be held in the hell comments. So let's go over our first inspiration story, which is Johnny. Johnny got $80,000 from this channel in 5 days, and he was not alone because that was a week in which 2 other people got $40,000. By the middle of the week, Johnny and 3 people got $40,000, and Johnny didn't stop there. He got $80,000 by Saturday. 7 items from this channel, and you can as well. All you have to do is get a pen, paper, and a cell phone ready. I'm going to show you how to get this big money. This is third stimulus. Johnny, within 5 days, got $80,000. He got SNAP at $12,000, EIDL $10,000. He got taxes at $2,000. He got housing twice, $21,000. Then another $25,000. And then he got utilities at $9,000. He got internet and phone at $50 a month, bringing his grand total to $80,000. The spirit of this channel is people, not hurting people. And the spirit of this channel is turning around and helping someone else. And that's what Johnny did. Within 5 days, he helped his neighbors, and they got another $100,000. Incredible. Listen how Johnny helped people. As of today, I've helped 5 friends save their homes and put food on their table, and 3 family members, and their lives have now been changed. 2 family members got $42,000. The others got $58,000. This has been awesome to see people stop stressing about their bills. Your channel has helped so many others and myself tremendously. You are such a godsend. Purple Power, Purple Hawk, Purple Push. Incredible, great comments. Congratulations also to the new comments from Kyra, who got $17,000. Valerie tells me she got $9,000. Dawn says she got rent, utilities, electric, and gas. Heart smile, kitty. Thank you. And Deborah got $419 for Snap, she tells me on social media. Incredible, great news. So now let's go to the sums of money that you can get. The money is incredible. We're going to start with the rent, and we're going to go to the utilities. Because guess what? This is big sums of money. Look at the money for this rent. Oh, incredible. Over $20,000. Purple Hawk. Have you become a Purple Hawk? You need to. The link is under the video. Look at this rent that you can get right now. Then when we turn to the utilities, my goodness. Now, Johnny got $9,000. The reason why he got $9,000 because the numbers are going bigger and bolder. The more more people subscribe, the more people become members, the bigger numbers are becoming. Have you subscribed to this channel? Do it right now. And then when we talk about Snap, look at these incredible numbers. You're going to meet someone in a second who's now sitting on $25,000 a year annualized because of Snap. Imagine someone watched this channel and is now getting $25,000 lifetime annually because of this channel. And then when we talk about the combo items, there you go. 3 items. Nancy at 32,000, Mark at 32,000 with 2 items, and Nisi, who was in the live chat yesterday at 23. Always great to see Nisi. Hello, Nisi. So let's turn back to Mark. He got 2 items at 32,000, rent and utilities, but he had not got to Snap because guess what? Snap is a Snap. If you get a stimulus check, then you're eligible for Snap, which is based upon the household. Pick up the phone and call Department of Agriculture. Mark has 4 wonderful, great updates for us. Number 1, he did not get Snap until I told him on camera. In less than 5 days, he got the Snap. Wow, incredible, great news. Then his neighbor had got to nothing from this channel, didn't even know this channel existed. And like Johnny, he told his neighbor friend about this channel. And that friend went from 0 to 21,000 in less than 5 days. And number 3, Mark pushed and understood, I need to get multiple sums of money. And now he is. Not unusual circumstance, because Dawn says, I finally got $15,000. Thank you. Mary says she got 8 months at $6,400. Joanne reveals that she got several items. Becca Leanne got money from Crayola. Thank you, Crayola, for helping her. And Shanann reveals, I told my friend about you, LA. And now she's addicted to your channel. She got $9,000 for rent, $5,000 for utilities, and $500 a month for Snap, which is $6,000 a year, $21,000. You rock, Shanann. And thank you. She says, I rock. Well, I appreciate that. So long as I'm not a rock. And then finally, Mark got that Snap, bringing his grand total for Mark to $19,000. Let's look at the incredible sums of money that Mark got. My goodness. His grand total grows to $50,000, but we're not done with Mark because we're going to be touching back in with him in a second. And there's Lorraine, who got $105,000. This is what this channel does, and this is LA. This channel is about getting you money. This channel is not about tracking your money. If you're here to track money, I'm sorry, I can't help you. This channel is about getting you money. And if you're here to just know when, well, guess what? There's a city for you to live in. It's in Wensville, Missouri. The Wens, there they are. When. We don't do that. Let's go over all the incredible details of this big money. I've been getting people money since day one of this channel. EIDL and EIDL loans people had applied for in April of last year. Their applications were not being approved, so one after another I did their applications, getting $25 million of EIDL loans approved, saving people's homes, their businesses, and their employees' homes, shooting this channel to 300,000 subscribers in less than two months. Then I switched to PUA and UI. People had never heard of PUA because it was brand new. It went live in some states on April 28th. I started covering it on April 25th, and I got viewers like Eileen Bellicamp out of Florida, $15,000 for PUA. Then in fall of December 2020, the situation was like now. There was no second stimulus, and people were frustrated because they had been waiting since May. You have been waiting since July. They were waiting since May. They waited May, June, July, August, September, October, November, December. They waited over 9 months for no second stimulus check. So I stepped forward and got them $250,000, changing their lives, paying all their rent to the new year and their utilities, like Jairo and our family of 4 out of Boston, $15,000 for rent. Now we're getting big sums of money right now, so get that pen and paper ready. Time for you now for me to show you where this big sum of money is, and you qualify for it. First, some introductory remarks. I'm going to show you 6 places to reach out to. Reach out to all 6. Number 2, the keywords I say in this video really help get people approved. Number 3, every place has their own pot of money. Every place has their own eligibility. If one says no, reach out to the next. Number 3, every state has money. And for the first time on this channel in several months, I'm bringing back the nonprofit private sector community companies as well. They have money for you if for some chance you're running into an obstacle for your city, county, and state. All right, you ready? So new details at afternoon starting right now. Here are the 6 places you reach out to for that rent, mortgage assistance, and utilities. Your city hall, your city housing authority. Your county hall, your county housing authority. Your state hall, and your state housing authority. Those 6 places. You reach out to them, and the keywords you say are rent assistance because of COVID, mortgage and utility assistance because of COVID, and there you go. City Hall, City Housing Authority, County Hall, County Housing Authority, State Hall, State Housing Authority. And those are the keywords you say. Rent assistance, utility assistance, and mortgage assistance because of COVID. Now, for utilities, you reached out to every single one of your utility companies. Every single one. Finally, if for any reason you've reached out to city, county, and state, and you think that you've done it right, and you've gotten 6 of 6 no's, which is very, very rare. 6 of 6 no's in all 6 places, not one place, because you got to reach out to all 6. Then consider the nonprofits: Community Action, Catholic Charities, St. Vincent de Paul, United Way, and Salvation Army. There you go. Congratulations, everyone who got this big money for rented utilities. If you did as well, post your success story in the live chat. The next part of the money is the money for SNAP. It comes from the Department of Agriculture, and it's a SNAP to get. If you got a third stimulus check, you're going to get SNAP as well. How much does it pay? It pays a fortune. Lynn Glenn got it for herself and her son and her mom. Gail got it as well. And wow. How much is going on? Well, Mark got $19,000. He's now sitting on $25,000. Wow. What happened? 2 weeks ago, Department of Agriculture did what I told you it was going to do: raise your benefits up. And now you're getting upwards of 25% raise lifetime automatically starting in October. It's deliciousness. And now Mark is sitting on $25,000 annualized lifetime because of this channel. Can you imagine someone getting $25,000 a lifetime because of a channel? It's incredible, great news. If you got Snap, post in the live chat. The next spot of the money is a refund check coming back from your state due to overpayment of computer error. Boy, the average payment is anywhere from $2,000 to $5,000. Reach out to your state for that. Several viewers have gotten this. And finally, the refund check coming back from IRS. They're still coming out, still in waves. Margaret got it, Cod got it, Michael got it. Average wave is anywhere from $1,200 to $2,000. But first, here's a personal message from me to you. This channel was launched for me to help you get money. And it's also the spirit of this channel is you helping others. So if you're in the live chat, post your success stories for the money you've gotten from this channel. Utilities, rent, or food. If you're in the new video and you posted earlier today, post it again. When you do, you inspire people to realize they got to pick up the phone and get this money. This money is available for them to get. Pick up the phone and get this sums of money. This channel is helping people get fortunes hourly, daily, of 20, 30, 40,000. You could start your week at 0 and end your week at 80,000. Look at these sums of money. Purple Hawks are pouncing. Have you become a member? Have you become a subscriber? Do it right today. People realize these sums of money are a lot more than before. Then we realize the numbers are going bigger than ever before. Then we realize there's 3 sums of money. And viewers like Nisi and Art Sullivan are kind watching viewers, and they've inspired us to get multiple sums of money. So post your success story. And with that, when is that refund check coming? It's coming by direct deposit, otherwise in the mail. Do an IRS transcript search, and 70% of the time it will work. It'll reveal the refund check you're getting and the tax return and the date and time. And can we top that? Yes. As we go into the second part of this video, stay to the final 15 minutes of this video. I have a lot of breaking news, including the reveal of some of the provisions of the recon. OMG, that was a big surprise. That was a big surprise. But first, let's turn to the deliciousness of the second half of this video. Done deal, signed to seal. The fourth stimulus recon is a done deal. The $3.5 trillion recon is a done deal, and it will be giving you all checks of all types. How do we get to this wonderful spot? We got to this wonderful spot by taking roads and bridges out of the recon back in the summer and putting it into the infrastructure. A conservative publication confirms with the reporting. The higher the price tag was in the recon before, the harder it was to pass, but by allowing the Democrats to take out some of the spending from the recon and put it into roads and bridges into the bipartisan, the overall price tag of the recon became passable. In other words, the recon was made passable by the bipartisan. What's important to understand is that the recon was agreed to months earlier, in June and July. The Democratic caucus, the way they do this is they go and meet verbally amongst themselves to agree to provisions. And once they have an oral agreement, they say, go write it. They had that oral agreement for a recon. Procedurally, back in the month of June and July, 1, agreed to a recon. Two, agreed to a price tag of $3.5 trillion. Done deal. So that by the time they wrote it, it was done. By the time they called for a vote in August, it was already done in June. And that's why Representative Ilhan Omar, Democrat out of Minnesota, and Representative Richie Torres, Democrat of New York, had said, we need a larger recon. We need a recon that goes as big and bold as we want it. And they got it, $3.5 trillion. That's why President Biden had said, protect my recon. Everything in there is progressive checks for the American people. That's why Brian Schatz had been told by the president and Jalopal, protect their recon. Now that the recon has been passed, so then what's next? Well, what they're doing right now is they are having face-to-face meetings. This recon is only Democrats with Democrats. No Republicans are involved. No Republicans are needed. And the way they do this is they have verbal meetings face-to-face. They go to their offices, have some cup of coffee. It's not live streamed. It's not on C-SPAN. It's not broadcast on TikTok. They're not doing a dance. They're just having meetings. And they're saying, hey, what do you agree upon this? And as they agree to provisions, then those provisions are done. They're moving on to the next subject matter. And guess what? As they agree to things, those things are going for a writing. And that's why we have 600 plus pages of things they've agreed upon now released. They're still negotiating on the things they have not agreed upon. Well, let's make that very clear. And that is why it's important to understand the process. Let's separate the two items, recon versus bipartisan. One is your money, one is not your money. Recon, reconciliation, that is the budget bill, also called the Democratic spending plan and progressive social reform plan, $3.5 trillion, all checks for you. Bipartisan, not your money, roads and bridges. So the recon procedural pass, we have a recon, and it is a delicious $3.5 trillion. It is all checks for the American people, and it's split among committees. Now the committees are deciding how to spend the money, and once they agree to spend the money, then they verbally agree to it, and then they reduce to its writing. How do we get to this wonderful spot? We got to this wonderful spot from Jalopal, who recently wrote Schumer a letter saying, chuck all the vote on the recon. And they did. It passed. And now they're doing the recon substantive. That letter was signed by 100 plus House Democrats who recently wrote the president a letter saying, we're going to be putting 4 stimulus checks in the 4 stimulus recon. Wow. Can we top that? Yes. As 7 members of the House Ways and Means Committee recently wrote the president a letter saying, we're putting monthly 4 stimulus checks in the 4 stimulus recon. OMG. Now that's wonderful. Purple power you need to push because every Democrat wants you to have a 4 stimulus recon. Let's recap those people and those groups that want you to have a 4 stimulus recon. House Ways and Means. That's them. House Bill, over 100 plus House Democrats. Then we have, of course, the AOC and Omar group, and also Warren, Wyden, and Sanders. Can we top that? Yes. As Biden did it, he got the global minimum corporate tax rate taken out of the recon, making it easier to write the recon, easier to call the vote on the recon, and easier to pass the recon. And guess what? We got some pages of the recon. We got some pages of the recon? Yes, we have some pages of the recon. In the final 15 minutes of the video, we'll go over some of the initial pages. Again, initial pages, not the whole recon. Initial pages of the recon release. We'll be going over the rest of the recon currently being battled in verbal agreements, and then the deliciousness of the world exclusive of those MSCs. So much great news, and then a massive personal statement in the final 15 minutes of this video. Stay to the very end, because it's coming up right after this commercial break. But first, get those sums of money available for you right now. 4 stimulus recon, guaranteed, meat and potato. We'll be picking up the phone. Doing something, not automatic stimulus, not automated stimulus. So get used to picking up the phone and getting these sums of money. This money is available right now. Why did you pass up $80,000 under third stimulus, $50,000, $40,000, $30,000? Pick up the phone and get that money. If you can't get the remainder of the money, then reach out to the volunteers. Here they are, and I'll be back with you in 60 seconds. If you want money right now, not 5 days from now, and not 5 weeks from now, then reach out to the community page. The volunteers can help you find that money for rent and utilities. That's at news.lalate.com/community. The community page features a series of volunteers who are viewers like you. They can help you find rent, utilities, SNAP, food benefits, mortgage assistance, and help you with eviction moratorium questions as well. Their Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram individuals reach out to them and indicate the city and state you're from, and they'll get back to you shortly. That's a community page. Volunteers working for you, viewers helping one another. Stay with LA for more. Join LALATE Daily for the excitement of the new LALATE live daily. The excitement starts on mornings LALATE at 9 a.m. Home LALATE returns at 11 a.m. daily. And then afternoons LALATE at 1 p.m. Join us daily as the excitement continues live from Santa Monica on LALATE. And the excitement continues right now from Santa Monica. Of incredible great news as part of the Recon's released. OMG. And can we say those two magic words, hazard pay? My goodness, I feel like bell-bottom jeans are coming back as well. It's 2020 all over again. In the second half of this video, we'll go over part of the Recon now released. Wow, now this is not the finish line itself, but boy, it's deliciousness. Then we'll be cutting to the other items that they still got to do, and then the world exclusive about those MSCs, and then a personal message from me. Wow, what a big afternoon it is, and this is LA, America's only 24-hour day, 7 days a week financial news channel in America, live in the morning, taped in the afternoons. Coming up next is Afternoons LALATE, overnights crypto, and then evenings LALATE, and then sirloin for a laugh. So subscribe, a 400,000 subscribers a YouTube record. I want you part of this incredible family. Hit that subscribe button right now. Like the video, 3,000 likes, and consider becoming a member. Purple Hawk, Purple Power, Casino VIP, because that's how you get the big sums of money under a third stimulus. Let's turn to the incredible deliciousness of this stimulus very quickly and understand what's at issue. At issue is the raise of your benefits up if you're on SSI and SSDI. That starts in September in what would be called fifth stimulus. First, they'll raise your benefit limits up. Then they'll remove the asset limit. Add an inflationary benchmark, remove the income exclusion, and remove the marriage penalty. How does this work? Let's go briefly over it because of the breaking news about that recon. I want to get to that. First, they're going to raise your benefits up a lifetime. Then they'll apply a new benchmark. That new benchmark is going to be inflation. When are they going to apply it? In December if they get this to a vote in November. That means your benefits will go up another lift lifetime. Let's do the analysis. Who's this for? You. If you're on SSI, SSDI, Social Security, railroad benefits, veterans benefits, or SSA, or multiple beneficiaries. Step one, they're going to raise your benefits up a lifetime. Then they'll apply a new benchmark. That new benchmark is inflation. That benchmark could be as high as 5%. So that means once your benefits go up, they never go down. If they go up 5%, they would go up lifetime 5%. Incredible great news. Then they're going to remove the income cap dating back to a 1960s law that says you can't work and stay on benefits. They will remove the marriage penalty that says you can't be married and also receive benefits. So your benefits will be restored. And finally, they're going to remove the asset cap dating back to a 1980s law that says you can't have more than $3,000 on hand. Will there be a fifth stimulus check? There will be next year. And finally, the incredible details of the Purple Hawks. Boy, if you've not become a member, what are you doing? The member link is under the video to become a Purple Hawk, Purple Power, or Casino VIP. Daily, I deliver to them, you, members of this channel, a breakdown of all the big money available under first, second, and third stimulus. Because this is a fortune. Why would you pass it up? Viewers are daily getting $20, $30, $40, $50,000 available under the third stimulus. This was money dedicated to you, and that's why I launched the Purple Hawks. In January of this year, I was delivering on camera exclusive details of what was proposed under third stimulus before it was ever law. And I immediately said, there's a lot of money in there for you. Lots of money, mostly application-based. I'm going to get you a fortune under this. And I said, there's, of course, also a stimulus check. As soon as it became law, I said, sure, there's a $1,400 stimulus check, but look at all this money. I can get you fortunes. And that is what has happened. Lots of other monies are available in third stimulus besides a third stimulus check. So consider becoming a Purple Hawk today so you learn about all these big sums of money and you get them. Fortunes upwards of 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, $80,000, $100,000 from this channel. And with that, we go into the final 15 minutes of this video starting right now. Deal done, signed, sealed. Fourth stimulus recon is a done deal. Wow. We're going to be going over first the recon, then the application base, then the breaking news you're hearing for the first time in afternoons of the recon's bill provisions. A few of them are released, and then the MSC. Wow. First, the recon. Done, deal, signed, seal. The fourth stimulus recon procedure passed several weeks ago. So there will be a recon. It will be $3.5 trillion. And it will be the biggest recon we've ever seen in the history of this channel. It's enormous. It really is. Previous stimulus packages dwarf in comparison to the size. It's all checks for you, nothing for U.S. corporations, while the previous stimulus packages were nearly all for corporations. And guess what? The vast meat and potatoes of that recon is application-based. It means it is not automated. It means it does not automatically come to you from IRS. The vast majority is requiring you to do something. And you can do it because you've been doing this all along in this channel since day one of April of last year. So what are examples of why these are not automated? Because the items require you to reach out to the committees that will have the money. Here are some of the proposed items. This is not from the language of the bill. This is from the proposal several weeks earlier. Free school meals for all, checks. Tax break checks. Cheaper prescription medication checks. Checks for farmers. Checks for free internet. Checks for clean energy. Checks for workers like independent contractors, lots of checks for seniors, checks for dental, checks for vision, checks for hearing care. IRS cannot send out a check to you for your vision because they don't keep track of anything about your vision. They don't see your eyes. They just see the eyes on the tax return. They don't see your dental or your hearing. They don't know about that. That money will be in the committees. You'll pick up the phone and say, hey, committee, I want that money. And guess what? Here you go. Here we go. Late Friday, but delivered for the first time right now on this channel, the Democrats released some of the pages of the proposed recon from the House side. Now, let me first explain what we're looking at. This is not the full bill. And also, this is on the House side. So the senators could still make changes, remember. Vote-a-rama. Senators were taking lead on a lot of stuff, but the House Democrats released some of the proposals from their side. 645 pages. Now, if you've been with this channel, you have to laugh. 645 pages. The bill's probably going to be 8,000 pages. So 645 is very, very little of the bill. But 645 pages were released this weekend. I told you there's going to be a lot of breaking news this weekend. And what is included in there? Lots of checks. All of them not automated. So there'll be new tax breaks for buying electric trucks and vehicles. There'll be new grants for education. There'll be new incentives to rehab your homes in poor neighborhoods. There'll be tax subsidies for hydrogen energy production. And let's go over some of the items. These items were released by the Democrats. First, there is hazard pay. Hazard pay. I'm just out of breath when I say that. Hazard pay. Wow. They want to make, I can't believe I'm saying this. They want to make permanent the temporary expansion of the hazard pay earned income tax credit from the third stimulus. Really? Yes, if you've been with this channel since at least fall of 2020, hazard pay got its push and got its codification into an expansion of the earned income tax credit, which basically in third stimulus said that, I'm going to paraphrase it because I know I'm going to butcher it. If you make less than $25,000, you're an essential worker, and you're a single individual, then you can qualify for, I can't remember the amount, I think it was about $1,800 earned income tax credit back to you on that tax return. But it was only a one-year program. Earned income tax credit has been around a long time, but they reduced the eligibility and they increased the amount. They made more people eligible for it and gave you more money. Now they're proposing to make it a lifetime benefit. Wow. Meaning that if you continue to work as a hazard pay individual, you continue to be single, you continue to make under that threshold, which we don't have the number, but I'm presuming they came in around 25,000, you will get that hazard pay kickback lifetime every year that you continue to work like that. Wow. That's just incredible. Then they intend to expand the child tax credit to 2025. Let me back up. They intend to make permanent the tax credit for children, which would be $300, up to $300 a month, lifetime. Wow. So that earned income tax credit, and I know A lot of you don't like that children get checks, but they're proposing that children would get up to $300 a month up to adult age, and make this a permanent provision of the tax code. There's a lot more in here. Then they want to make a new payroll tax designed to push up wages among childcare workers so that they would get a let me see if I can say this clearly because this is very complicated. They want to give you a $4,000 tax credit if you're caring for the elderly. So this is people who work for the elderly. They could get up to a $4,000 tax credit. You may have heard on Friday that they brought in bigger numbers for buying electric vehicles. So they want to increase the credit for buying electric vehicles. Massive numbers. Now this one's getting a pushback. Why? Because it would only qualify for certain companies, namely the number 3 manufacturers in the United States, not for Tesla, not for overseas companies because they're not unionized upon U.S. Items. Then there's a lot of money for student grants, lots of money for student grants. And it would also have charitable deductions. Then they're going to reinstate benefits for commuting by bicycle. They're going to give money for that. Just a lot. They're going to also offer new incentives for business to operate in Puerto Rico and other territories. There's going to be new American bond programs. And then there's going to be items for wildfire protection. Oh, that's just 600 pages. Imagine when we get the 8,000 pages. I'll be just like recording a video for 5 hours. Oh, that was 600 pages alone. It feels like that's 5,000 pages. And that is just a start. Again, that is just some of the items. Let's turn to now the MSCs. Wow. Every Democrat wants you to have an MSC. Every Democrat wants you to have an MSC. And the reason why the other provisions of the recon bill have not been released is because they're still negotiating. They're having verbal negotiations. Every Democrat wants you to have an MSC, whether it's the House Democrats, whether it's the House Ways and Means Committee, AOC, and Omar. But one of many people who want you to have an MSC is Senator Chris Coons. Senator Chris Coons made that clear to WR, who has been a wonderful viewer of this channel, was in all the chats this morning as well. 5 weeks ago, I told viewers of this channel to pick up the phone and call their Democratic legislators and advocate for a stimulus check. Very few of you did, and I'm not very happy with it. You just sort of sat back and said, when? And I said, pick up the phone and advocate. This channel's about advocating. It's not about just, being very passive and saying when. I said, advocate. He led by example. He is absolutely a wonderful viewer. He picked up the phone and called Senator Chris Coons, Democrat, Delaware, and spoke to the staffer and said, we need a monthly stimulus check. He didn't ask when. He understands brilliantly the purpose of the Purple Power Push. Not asking when, not asking a question mark, advocating. And the staffer said, yes, Senator Chris Coons will be giving you a forced stimulus check in his proposal for forced stimulus recon. There you go. Advocating. How many other people picked up the phone and called their Democratic senators last month? If you're on the live chat right now, last month, post it right now. I guarantee you it's going to be very empty. Well, then 3 weeks ago, one of the number 1 players in the game said he wants to hear from you about advocacy. He doesn't want to hear a question mark. He wants to hear advocacy. And that man is Bernie Sanders. The bill at issue is the recon, and the whole name of the recon is the Reconciliation Budget Bill. And the head and that committee that oversees it on the Senate side is the Budget Committee, and he's the budget chairman. And he said 2 weeks ago, as the budget chairman, I like to get out amongst the people and hear from them. Hear from them means he wants to hear your advocacy. He doesn't want to hear a question mark, when. He doesn't want to be interrogated. He wants to hear your advocacy. Do you think we should be doing something for electric vehicles or earn income tax credit? He wants to hear your advocacy. And guess what? 2 viewers, at that time I told viewers pick up the phone and call and be professional, respectful, and advocate. And 2 viewers did that. And they were Lynn Glenn and Brother Joshua, a longtime viewer and community volunteer from 2020. He helped thousands of this channel get fortunes from this channel. Brother Joshua, wonderful viewer, picked up the phone and spoke to Senator Sanders' staffer. And the staffer said, yes, Senator Sanders is proposing a monthly forced stimulus check. Let's go over the world-exclusive details starting right now. First, it would be monthly. Great news. Number 2, it would have a range of $1,000 to $1,400. Great, incredible, great news. Number 3, that it would be for several months. Oh, that's wonderful, great news. And finally, it would run upwards of 6 months. Wow, now that's incredible, great news. There was a catch that Senator Sanders wants to hear your support. Support, again, is a sentence, not a question mark. It's support, your advocacy for him. He wants you to advocate for it. Incredible, great news. Now, let's compare that versus the House bill. The House bill is 12 months at $1,000 a month, which would amount to $13,000. This, on the high end, is 6 months, which would amount to $9,000. Incredible, great news. So there you go. This week is going to be a very big week because guess what? They're at the finish line with that recon substantive. That recon substantive, the tow hitch, is at the finish line because they got so much to do. They've been working all around the clock. They've been in town. And as they have been in town working tooth and nail, negotiating all these terms and conditions, they have those deadlines coming up for a lot of other things. That's why Janet Yellen, the Treasury Secretary, said, get these other things done because we have the recon, we have the debt ceiling limit coming up. Finally, a personal message. This channel was launched for me to help get you money. And boy, it has been a real success story. And along the way, the comments have always been the same way. Help me get this, help me get that. How can you help me get this? Started with me helping getting you EIDL, then EIDL loan, then PUA, and then UI. Then some complicated things came in. Then we had to do some of the complicated items that were part of sort of the tax return of 2020 that derived from stimulus. Then as we expanded, we went into coverage of what was proposed under stimulus and then pushing and advocating for items. Then in fall of 2020, we started to see that the HEROES Act, proposed by Nancy Pelosi in May of 2020, was not moving. Proposed in May, not paid out in May, not called for a vote in May, June, July, August, September, October. Imagine 6 months. HEROES Act never went anywhere. I didn't write the HEROES Act. I'm not a legislator. I didn't write it. Nancy Pelosi wrote it. It didn't go anywhere. 6 months. And it didn't go anywhere. You needed money. So I stepped forward and I showed viewers how to get $250,000 during the holidays. Paid a lot of people a lot of money. Went on camera, showed you everything from Community Action, Salvation Army, showing you how to get money in every single state. Always, how do I get the money, LA? How do I get the money? Always figuring out how to get the money. Then in January, when third stimulus became a law, then we figured out how to get these other sums of money in third stimulus. In the last few weeks, there has been a level that is unacceptable that has percolated on this channel, which has been the automated land in my bank account donut people. And it has gotten to a level that I have seen in less than a week. People attacking Brother Joshua, people attacking the real Chatster, people attacking the real Chaster's father, people attacking me, people attacking Johnny, people attacking Mark. Every single thing is unacceptable. It's simply unacceptable. What is their message? Their message is that I should be getting automatic stuff. I want automatic stuff. Just give me a free paycheck and just give me a check and it should be automated. And that was never the spirit of this channel. The spirit of this channel was to show you these money. We just went over 600 pages of the items that are in that recon that are proposed. Every single thing in there was not automated. And because of that, if you look at any of the broadcast media channels on YouTube, all their comments are turned off. They don't allow anyone to comment on the channel for very obvious reasons. I mean, I turned on the NFL pre-game show today, and they actually ran a humor piece, which really wasn't that funny, where they ran people trashing the host's looks on social media, trashing Michael Irvin about his suit. Oh, you're wearing another horrible suit. And so there's a reason why broadcast media have their comments turned off, because that doesn't help the narrative. So for a short period of time, I have the comments turned off. This spirit of this channel is for me to help you get money and to help you apply and get this money. And it always has been in the comments, help me get this, help me get that. That is the spirit of this channel. Now it has become when am I getting an automatic check? When am I receiving it? Whatever happened to July, whatever happened to August. I know we have cast of characters that are funny, but the narrative has become so dark by a group of people. And let me describe this group of people. In 2020, I made very clear, this is a nonpartisan channel. This is a Purple Power. But in 2020, we had Democrats and Republicans holding hands on this channel, pushing for advocacy of stimulus. Now we have people who really, really love attacking Joseph Biden on a regular basis. And guess what they're doing? They're jumping in the comments and they're running fake narratives. They're saying, I called up Bernie Sanders' office and he says, you're never going to get a penny under forced stimulus. You're a GOP. You're a hater. You just hate the president of the United States. Thank you for a fake narrative. You're now gone. You're now eradicated from the site. I can't deal with these people that have to go to such level of disdain for this president that you have to jump into the comments and run your fake altered universe that belongs on channel 11 and bring it here. If you want to do that, try it somewhere else because it's no longer going to be seen. Then we have to have people that want to say that that want to take Freedom Frida to another level. It is unacceptable. And so that people who simply want to attack fellow viewers, want to attack the community volunteers, want to attack your legislators, just want to be angry day in, day out, bye. Goodbye. Just get lost because that's not this channel. Your comments will no longer be seen. You will be gone. And this channel will be about the people who have the ability, who are going to get the money, who are going to do very well under forced stimulus recon. They're going to get all these items and the comments will be restored shortly and we as a family will be getting all these sums of money. And for all of you and for those very, very dark people who have only thought about automated checks that are just automatically coming and that simply want to bring anger and disdain to everyone else, then your life is not going to be as happy because this is not all automated. Third stimulus was not all automated. Second stimulus was not all automated. And first stimulus was not all automated. And this channel has never been a dark place. This channel has always been about happiness and positivity. If you think that you belong part of a Purple Patrol that will eradicate anyone that brings fake narratives in this channel, then jump into the live chat right now and say, I would love to be part of the Purple Patrol and block people from bringing fake narratives of anger against the president, anger against elected officials, anger against fellow viewers, anger against the community volunteers. If you want to be part of that Purple Power Patrol, post it right now. And if you have suggestions about how to do the Purple Power Patrol, then I appreciate it as well. And with that, coming up next is Overnights Crypto. And then we go into a new Afternoons LALATE and then Evenings LALATE. So subscribe. 400,000 subscribers, a YouTube record for a reason. I'm here to help people. I'm not here to run your angry narrative. You can go do that in the go-kart bumper car racing amusement park. Go bump some bumper cars. And like this video, 2,000-3,000 likes. Consider becoming a member. I'll see you next on Overnights Crypto or an Evenings LA. Subscribe and have a great afternoon. Stay informed, stay focused, and stay with LA for more.